morning. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy day. How are you? Drop me a comment if you're here. It looks like I'm live. I'm going to just take a peek and see if I'm here. It's 9:00. It's 9:00 on Good morning, Kellyanne. There we go. First one in. How are you guys today? I just thought I'd pop on live because I feel like chit-chatting with somebody and there's nobody here but me. I hope this is not too loud. I'm actually in Art Journaling for Beginners and I am on my Facebook page. I'm always on my YouTube channel live. Not always. Yes, when I go live, I am. And then I'm in Your Artful Journey. So good morning. Lunchtime for Carolyn. Yeah, what time is in the Midwest? So I felt like chit-chatting. I did a live last night, and I was a guest in a group, and it was so amazing. We created this. I'm always thankful when I'm asked to share. And so I kept getting asked, what art journals do I like? Now, here's the irony. This is not all of them. These are orders that have to go out, but they're all just sitting here. I just pull them and then they sit there for a minute until I get them all packed up. And I placed a really large order for art journals, and I always get asked, what art journal do I recommend? Journal, paper. I'm going to write up a blog post about this. Yes, I carry them in my store. I'm a small business. I'm not even a mom and pop shop. I'm a mom. And I was going to save them until July because I'm in the process of moving my e-commerce website to another platform. And it's all being redone along with my website. So there's lots of positive changes. Also, there's lots of money that is going out. What do I say, Anne? Every time I have a conversation, it's cha-ching. In a good way. I have never invested in myself, my business, as much as I am now. Look at this. Nancy says, good morning, sort of. It's noon here. We're camping. I'm painting, being creative. My June word. I love it. She picks a word for the month, not for the year. Anyway, scary, exciting. Every day I wake up and I literally sometimes call Anne just so I can tell her that I'm scared, nervous, and excited and proud and humbled and all in one big giant envelope. And I have the most amazing team, I'm going to say this, of women. That support me, help me, and work for me. All the feels. That's a good way to do it. I'm not even going to share some of these comments because they're kind of making me teary-eyed, especially Anne. She always says this to me. Women. They're all women. They're all in business. They all have small businesses. One of them has twins. One of them has a new baby. Two of them have under 3-year-olds. And Anne has all of us. Anne is, if you guys know Anne, she is works for me and works with me. And she always says she's the mama of the group. But Anne, I aspire to be like Anne. Anyway, nice to hear women supporting other women. It is the craziest thing that I have all these women on my team. And thank you. It's amazing to see how you've grown your life and business. Congrats to you and your team. I'm also growing wider and larger because I don't work out anymore, but that's all part of the thing. I'm glancing to, glamping, I think she means too, for 3.5 weeks. My haul from art is big, but hubby said that's all sewing. Does not take a lot. Okay. Glamping. Got that. Anyway, none of this is possible without sharing with you guys. So I want to thank you for all being part of my team, because none of this is possible without your Artful Journey members, Art Journaling for Beginners members, anybody who just joins in on a Wednesday. I think one time somebody said, you're really sharing your passion. I like to say I'm sharing my purpose, because it took me a long while to get to my purpose. Yes, I'm a mother, and that was my purpose, is my purpose too. Want to start picture journals. Could you share any if you have them? I own a chocolate business time, so I'm trying to find time. Stephanie, my name is Tracy. I love chocolate. I will help you find the time if you tell me all about chocolate. Okay. She asked, I shall do. So today I'm going to answer the ever-present question of what paper, what art journals do you recommend? I will be writing this up on my blog. I have gotten more compliments and more comments on my blog ever since I started adding Tracy's tips with a P. For those of you who are joining in for Tracy's other things that end with a T, you're not going to get those. Anyway, my parenting is not done. I'm now on the support team. My kids are 21, 21, and 25, all working, internships, in college. So I'm more of a support person. Yeah. I got a message from somebody who enjoyed my blog and they liked Tracy's tips, if you know what I mean. I was like, black, delete. All right. Back to my chit chat. So I'm going to share this in my blog. I'm going to talk to you about paper I know, use, and love. Now, listen, I own the group called Art Journaling for Beginners. I have a paid membership group called Your Artful Journey. I'm sorry it's so bright. It's the morning sun is coming in. So with that being said, in it itself, the word beginners or art journaling, your artful journey, whether you're working, your artful journey works on all surfaces, but we do start as the base as an art journal. So, and look at that. I love it. I love it when my members pipe up. Oh, Pamela, your hair looks so cute in pigtails. Anyway, if you're a member of your artful journey, I'm in the group live, but I just love you guys. You're my home and you know it. Sorry, need another sip of tea. So I always get asked, what paper am I using? Yes, I love the good stuff. I love 100% cotton. If I am being paid or it's a commission, and I have sheets and sheets of very expensive watercolor paper. If you're looking for that and you want to talk about that, that's not where we're going to cover it in here. The reason I say that is I believe that it is just a piece of paper. But if you're spending $50 on a piece of paper, you're going to treat it differently than you would if it's just in a book and it's an idea book and you're not intimidated by the cost of things. You know what I just realized, and I apologize. Okay, let's see if that's better. I just realized that the sun is glaring exactly off my mirror and just bouncing right into my eye. So I still can't see. I can't see. The sun is just hitting a particular angle and I can't see. Thank you. You've ordered for me. Okay, we're just going to keep going. Oh, Stephanie said I asked a question and started to show a photo journal and my feed got stuck. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna share with you. I waited for you. I think a bug just flew in my mouth. Anyway, so this is an art journal, and I'll just start leafing through the pages, Stephanie, so you kind of get an idea of who and what I'm about. I have a live demo tonight for free, so if you want to just join in for free. Now, I'm sharing this book for a particular reason, and I'll tell you why. And it's going to end up being longer than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, So with that mindset of knowing that it is a piece of paper and that everybody's at various levels in their art journals, I want to talk about the ones that I have in my shop. I just got the largest order I've ever placed in the history of my being. And I was going to wait till July until my website moved over. And then I discovered, as a small business owner, I had money going out. And I realized I don't want to wait until July, and there's no reason. So, and I talked to the person who was working with me on my new e-commerce site, and she said, sell it. Why would you wait? So this is one of my art journals. And I'm going to talk to you about good, better, best with paper real quick. I will say this. I do typically in my art journaling use two types of paper. And this is mixed media and watercolor. The reason being is I know that the watercolor or the mixed media paper is going to take the water and the different elements. Now that is for both acrylic and watercolors. I am not an oil artist. So if you're looking for an oil artist and you want to contact me, I probably could get you some names. That's not where I come from. That's not the space I create from. And that's the way it goes. So here we go. I am sharing. These are various lessons that I've done. And I'm going to say this is the top end of my book. Somebody says I missed the in and out pages. I have some more in. I'll talk to you about that as well. So this is all just me playing, or my book. Stephanie, this gives you an idea of art journaling. So I own the group Art Journaling for Beginners that has all levels of art journalers and all different types. I will say any of my groups that you belong to, any of the groups that you belong to with me are art related. They are not therapy related. They are not religious based, prayer related. I am faithful. I do have faith. I do pray. I thank God every day when I wake up on the green side of the grass. But they're also safe spaces to share your art, not so much the deep dives into the personal things that go about being a human. Does that make sense? So if you're sharing your art and things are tough and you're sharing your blue page because you're feeling blue, that totally works. But I recommend other groups. I'm not a therapist. I do think art is a form of therapy, and you can be an art therapist. I'm not one. There we go. And if you're putting words as a founder, I just want to let you all know, Tracy, she won't steer you wrong. If I'm driving, yes, I will. If I'm navigating, yes, I will. But when it comes to this, so I feel pretty passionate about art journaling and what it's done for me in my life. And I'm also really astute to the fact that many of you have different incomes and fixed incomes. And I, too, myself, wasn't able to afford a nicer office supply when I was raising 3 children. So I come from that world. Okay, Stephanie, does that give you an idea of what I do and what I teach? If you want to join me live tonight, we're going to do mixed media. So I'm going to give you heads up on that as well. I'll show another book. I'll show you the current book that I'm working on because this will be real time. Okay, here we go. Real time. So some of these are free demos. And then I'm going to talk to you about paper. Now, I love 100% watercolor paper. It's my most favorite thing. It is more costly, so we won't start there. I am going to say I do love Grumbacher's art journals. I have all of these in stock. Now, I haven't, look at that, Pamela. It has changed my life being here. Thank you. You have changed my life being here. I love that. I will say that all of these are in stock. I tried to pull everything. I have the in and out pages. Somebody says I missed the Grumbacher in and out pages. I can't get the watercolor ones right now, but I have these. Let's see if I can do this. I have these, which are the mixed media, and they go in and they go out. That's what somebody mentioned. Yes, I love them. I'm working on getting the watercolor. They're just not making them. But I have a number of these in 5.5 and 7 by 10. 5.5 by 8.5 and 7 by 10. I don't know if I have them here. Yes, I do. And I have this one in hardcover too. So if I'm talking about paper and I'm starting from my most economical and working my way up. This is 5.5 by 8.5, 7 by 10. All right. In and out pages. They go in, they go out. And I have the hardcover too. I'm mixing these all up and they're in order, but that's okay. So this same idea, hardcover book, great. Works fantastic. So if you are looking for the in and out pages, I have them in mixed media, softcover, hardcover. Got them. They're here. And I will give the link to this shop, which is down below my name. Say my name, say my name. And hopefully this will work. Oh, I gotta get the end. Oh, sorry, I didn't plan accordingly and put a keyboard in front of me. There you go. I think that's working. So yes, I love these 2 common sizes I work in. Now I'll work my way up. I'm going to have to stand up. I'm yelling. Hold on. I'm going to twirl until I can find it. All right. You might be wondering what all of these loose pages are hanging around my office. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Right here. Okay. I'm working on a project right now. I'm working on a very exciting project. These are all backgrounds, by the way. I'm working on a project and I needed to make a bunch of square because they're going to be made. I hear thunderstorms, not in my area. You might hear cars going by. All right. So these are loose and I'm working on this right now and I'll just shuffle through some of these. These are, I wonder if I should, all backgrounds that I have made for said project. All right. And I created them all. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Look at that. Oh my God. Dreamy. I'm giving you a sneaky peeky. I did all of these on Sunday. Every one of these on Sunday. My favorite. I did this. My second favorite. Okay. So you get the idea. These are 8 by 8 pads of paper. I am going to make covers. Did you hear this? I'm saying it out loud. I'm going to make covers so that these can be bound together, and I'll talk about binding. I'm going to make covers so that you could buy those as well. I just need some time. I need time. That's all I need. But my team has a priority, and they're making me time. That's what they're doing for me. Anyway, this is Grumbacher watercolor paper, 140 pound. I absolutely love these pads of paper. I have them. This one is it 8 by 8? 8 by 8. And I have 6 by 6. There you go. And that's watercolor paper. Yes, I'm going to make wooden ones. Yes. 6 by 6, 8 by 8. I've already made a promise to myself, 7 by 10. I already made a promise. So for those of you who would like wooden covers, just stay tuned. Give me 10 minutes and I'll have that done. The same goes for this. And I think I have this in, oh yeah, I do. No. Okay, I think I do. I think, oh my golly. Nope, not there. All right, I think this comes in 30 sheets. This one has to be mine because I bent the cover. There you go. So if you're looking for loose paper, why would you like loose watercolor paper? I typically will mount loose watercolor paper on a board, and that way it's freestanding and I can move the water around. So a lot of people ask me about that. Why would I want it? I tape it right to the board and you can move the board around. So that's why I like loose paper. I love this because I can treat this like it's just a piece of paper. I've always said this, it's just a piece of paper. And I just created no less than like 20 backgrounds on this for this project I'm working on. I love that you've tried these papers, so I know they're good. Yeah, tell me, I have a thing about myself, no use love. No use love. I can know it, I can have used it, but I have to love it. And I'm showing you samples on there. So this is Grumbacher. These are loose. I tear them out. I have a working board that I do all my stuff, so that way I can maneuver the water around a little bit easier. So that's why Sherry said just a piece of paper. Okay, so we keep moving up. We keep moving up. We're moving on up, moving on up. Got it. Any questions so far? Again, watercolor paper can be used for acrylic and watercolors. Some people get really stuck in their brain. Now, do I want to use watercolors on mixed media paper? Yes, you can. It's not going to have the same absorbency, and you won't always get the same results, especially the quality of the mixed media paper. Just so you know, watercolors do well when they're on watercolor paper. I think they do fine on mixed media paper. And you can always use absorbent ground if you want some more absorbency. All right. Next thing. These are, to me, the best. That one. I've had a wait list for these forever, especially this one. So that first book that I shared with you, these are handmade watercolor paper. Yes, you can still tear them out. You can tear them out. They have a beautiful deco edge. That's what I was showing here. Let me show a different book. So this is the 8x8. And I was given this book at first, and I thought, I'm not that artist, but I am that artist now. And I do love a nice, beautiful deco edge, handmade watercolor paper, 100% cotton. That makes a huge difference. So I just got the 8x8 in. I didn't know they made 5.5 by 8.5. So I got that size in as well. I also have a couple of other sizes. I just want to reduce them. Oh, I have, this one's the only one I have left in mixed media. The only one I have left. So I have one mixed media book, and that's it. And these, I accidentally got these. They were accidentally included in my order, and they weren't supposed to. It's just they left them, and I paid, I don't know, a little bit less for them. But this thing is a monster. It's hard for me to mail. But I have like 5 of these, and it's 6 by 12. So if you love working in landscape, this is great for you. Same paper, but I laughed because every time I got to get like a giant box for it. And I'm kind of like, oh, I can't wait till these are sold out. I have one. I love it, but you're not exactly traveling around on an airplane with one of these sons of a gun. So I just laughed because they included them, and they said, oh, that was supposed to go in somebody else's order. So by the way, this is mixed media. You can tell because shiny. This is mixed media. You guys always think I never use brown. Look at that. See how cool that is? That's suede, and this is crackled. Proof that I use brown. Proof that I don't always just paint flowers. People always say, do you only paint flowers? No, I paint other things. I paint trees and landscapes, and I don't do faces. The occasional heart. Okay? Mixed media. So you can see, I treat this book no differently. It's just a piece of paper. It just happens to be a more expensive piece of paper, and it's beautiful. And any one of these can be torn out and be art pieces. I kind of, and then the vellum comes between it. I don't really have problems with my pages sticking together. So this prevents that, but I don't have that problem. I think that gives you an idea of what I'm about and what I have. I was going to wait till July to unveil my new website and say, oh, by the way, I got a bunch of journals in, but I have to pay my bills. So I might as well just put them out there because I was going to sell them anyway. Anyway, that's this, that's that. 24, 24. Yes, you can paint on both sides. I don't, because a lot of my artwork I use for licensing purposes. Did that cover the questions? By the way, you're never going to waste a piece of paper. You know, where if something goes wrong on a piece of paper, you're going to take some gesso and you're going to gesso over the top of it, and you're going to keep using that piece of paper. I never look at anything that I've ever done, and I don't tear out of my art journal for the mere purpose of it was a learning moment. I learned what I didn't want to do, number one. Number two, some pages get done, some pages don't. I can probably share. Hold on. I'm looking. I try to share I try to finish everything, but I don't tear things out. I never have been a person who tears out. This is my existing book that I'm working out. I did tear a page out. I scanned it. I said, I never tear a page out. I don't, but I had to scan it and it had to be flat. It's probably this right here. So I'll put this back right here. Right. This book was given to me for free, so I'm just using it up. See, I write little Post-its with my ideas on it. That was the background paper that I made. I have to scan a bunch of black and white, so that's why the Post-it notes are there. But I leave everything in there. It's a process for me. I don't really tear things out because I may not finish them. Like, I really am not overly fond of this, but at some point I'll finish it or I'll take the tape off, call it done, and just say, it wasn't done. For those of you who have OCD and everything has to be perfect and you have to start from page 1 and everything has to be labeled, and I wish I was that person. I barely put my name in my artwork. I wish I was writing down. I can pretty much unravel the recipe in my brain. This was done in bed the other night. Hopefully it'll get finished. I was just trying something. And this was last night. And this will be tonight. Or I'll start. Oh, I'm going to do mixed media tonight. I think I'm going to open this book. This will be my book for tonight. Okay. Now, any questions? I know that was a lot. I did not intend for that to be like a Friday favorites. I should have made that a Friday favorites. All right. That's okay. That's all I had to say about that. I really just wanted to share. They all came in. And by the way, the other reason is they're taking up a large space in my living room. And I have to go stock them and put them outside. So I figured, if some people ordered, I could fill the orders from my living room versus somebody coming over and going, why are you using art journals as chairs? Because I run my small business out of my living room. And that's okay with me. I hope you guys are, thank you, Hitomi. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good information. I am going to write up a blog post and feature all of these journals that I just talked about. Kim's like, let's get ordering. That was not a for sale or what have you. I just thought I'd pop it in because yesterday I was live in that group and everybody kept saying, what paper to use? What do you recommend? And I thought, why wouldn't I make this a blog post? Hi, like people joining in. So I really do try to share with you guys what I know, use, and love. But yeah, and I like the different price points. I get a lot of people who ask, why don't you create on the back side? The back side. I do and I used to, but I tear out a lot of my artwork for licensing purposes or to send it, or it's used for a background or scanned. And then also a lot of times I'll write the ingredients on the back of the paper color combinations, mediums I use when I say ingredients, the products and supplies. I'm sorry it's so loud outside, but it's hot in here. And I'm 53 and spontaneously blow up. I left my window open. I was sweating to death in here. Anyway, so there you go. So if you're a member of Art Journaling for Beginners, a member of Your Artful Journey, and you have any questions, I aired this in there. I'm going to put this on my blog. Hopefully it's good, decent information, and you learned something from what I had to say. Somebody said yesterday I wasn't loud enough, so I have to be up close to my microphone. Is that better? Ooh, I look tall. Any other questions before I go? I know that was last minute. I'm going to do mixed media tonight. So acrylic paints, if you happen to have some handy, I do. I don't know what we're working on tonight. I'm open to suggestions. I like to share based on what you guys, color combinations, products, mediums. It's only an art demo. I'm not deep diving. That is Kim just said palm trees. Kim, do you know my palm tree story? Oh my God. Does anybody know my palm tree story? I will not be painting artichokes. That is too detailed. I am going to be painting artichokes because I took a bunch of photos of them, but I do not do that in just a half an hour demo. That takes a little bit more detail. Ooh, I love me a good sunflower. Okay. So I had a couple of ideas from this. I am going to make covers. Y'all don't know, I have a wood shop. I have to put these on there. Love me a good sunflower. Look, you can turn this into this. I'm going to make covers one day, not right away, but I will make covers in 8x8, 7x10, and 5.5x8.5 out of wood. And these need to go on the website too. I just need somebody to. I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. It's the worst thing in the world. What do you use for the wood? Acrylics, mixed media. I could teach you how to do that. I should do this. And a lot of times with my classes, I'll put in a QR code with a free class so you know what to do with it. You know what? I will do that. I'm expanding my website. I grew out of my shop, my e-commerce site. I grew out of it. And I'm graduating to a big boy one, big girl one. I do not have a Glowforge. I have a commercial laser that is not a Glowforge. And no offense, I tried the Glowforge. There you go. Let's see what else. What do you use for the wood? Oh, I use a laser, commercial laser. I have to. The name is kind of hard to say. Would like to see the roses you painted in watercolor last week done in acrylic? Ooh. I will do that, Joanne, because it's easy, but I don't want to do it 2 weeks in a row, because if somebody tunes in tonight that's never or saw me last week and thinks that I paint the same thing every week, I'm just being honest. I'll mix that in. I'm going to write that down. Thank you, Trisha said I probably saved you a lot of money. I am not going to say anything about the flow gorge. But I did a lot of research. Okay. I shouldn't mention any names. Because I don't want anybody being mad at me. I did a lot of research based on size and what I was using it for, and also customer service and repairs. And that's what else. So at work, I was trying not to mention somebody's name. And I did such a poor job rhyming the names. Can the wooden covers be used in binding systems? Yes. I can punch right through them, or I can pre-punch. Ooh, or I can 3-hole punch, or I can not punch at all. Hitomi, what do you think? Punch, no punch. I've already shared my binding system that I use, the cinch, and it does go through there. I've tried it. I usually do 3 holes. Punch? Ooh, I think about this. Okay. I love the little paint palettes. Oh my goodness. I should make a paint palette pad of paper. Like the like a palette. And are you writing down any of these brainstorms that I'm giving out to the world? Like a paint palette, the cover I have, which are the little paint palettes, make it larger and cut the paper out in the shape of a paint palette. Would you consider making flower press? I don't know what that means. I enjoyed last night with Christy. So proud of my painting last night. Trisha, that was such an amazing opportunity to be asked. Oh, she's writing notes. Okay, covers for the art journals, the art palette. That's going to be so cute with a little paintbrush on the top of it. And just cut the paper and make it like small enough that it's like pocket. I don't know. And with a hole at the top and a binder clip. Wouldn't that be cute? You know what I need? Need to quit my day job. All right. I had so much fun. Didn't have watercolors, so I diluted the acrylics. Great idea. Great idea. I'm going to be working in acrylics. I should have said that. Trisha, thank you. I'm all into what I'm doing. And then I'll add these hot shots to the website as well. I was going to make a set of 3 of these. Sunflowers, daisies, and the third one, poppies or something. Like, so you'd be able to hang 3 of them. I hate when I wake up and my brain is like this because I will not be able to finish one thing. 2 square boards drilled in each corner, bolts and wing nuts for a flower press. A flower press. Oh, I'd have to research that. I don't think it's that difficult. That would take some research. So I'm not going to make any promises, but I can make things. I know how to make things. Yeah, didn't even think about that. I did not know what a flower press was. Thank you for filling me in. I know what it was. Sandra, yes, I could make it. It would be timing. I just listed 800 ideas. Guess what I'll be doing this weekend? Got it. I appreciate the help. Anyway, if you're looking to get to my shop and order journals, by the way, I have a limited quantity and I'm dumb. I don't inventory a lot of these because I'm going to say their price point is higher. It's 100% decal edge, handmade paper, blah, 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 blah. But I really am mad at myself for not ordering more of this size. So this size is going to run out first. This size is going to run out first. I know it because and I had a wait list. I sent the email out to the wait list. So if anybody didn't get my email, I already sent the email out to the wait list because I've been waiting forever for those. All right. Any other questions? I think, I could press my flowers from my bouquet. Oh, I can't do another thing. I take all those apart. I dissect them, put them on a board, and take pictures of the petals so I know what they look like. And I sometimes label them, but I can't breathe lately. It's just too much. I have too many ideas that are floating around and I have to, it's not, I have one. I use a belt to hold it closed. Oh, okay. I need to look this up. Never seen one. I think I've seen one in the back of my history. All right. That's all I have to say about that. I got everything listed and it's on my website in the shop. I have another huge box coming with the art journals that I teach out of. For the most part, if you take my classes, I teach out of the 5.5 by 8.5 mixed media books. And I give them with my classes. I'll be teaching in Oklahoma, and they're all getting one. So that's what I'll be doing for that. I hope I was able to answer some of the questions that I got last night that I felt like I left everybody shorthanded. I am going to go and put this in my blog and probably be sending an email out, but I have to wait until the weekend to write that up. I can hardly wait. You are amazing. Some days better than others. Today might be oh, do you travel for classes? I absolutely do travel for classes. I will be going to Texas for a private conference. I will be going to Oklahoma. Trisha, I don't know where you're located. August 17th and 18th, I believe the dates. It's called OKC Painting Palooza. I have a couple of other stores that have reached out, but if you know of other entities that would like to reach out to me, I did a lot of teaching in January, February, and March. And then January, February, March, April, I traveled a ton. I took May off for my birthday, and I do not travel teach in June. Okay. Hot dog, we need to chat. Drop me an email. I would be happy to chat. What is my email? My email is this. There you go. I would love a flower press. Okay. When are you coming to Texas? Where in Texas? Gayla, I cannot give that info out because it is not open to the public. It is for teachers. I'll be teaching. I'll be at a teacher thing, I believe. I think that's what it is. Okay. Everyone should take an in-person class with Tracy. I will share any classes that I do go on my website. And I also did tell my team that's working on my website that I do want to make a calendar a priority so that is easy to update and I can do that. I would love to go to Mississippi, MISSI, SSI, PPI. I would love to. All right. I will talk to you guys all soon. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tonight at 5:30. If you have any questions for me, you can always drop me an email. As always, sent you an email with a picture of a flower press. Thank you very much. I love your in-person classes. I love you guys. I know there's a conference next month in Arlington. Oh, darn it, Gayla. Send me the information. I'm always, I submit I teach in private stores. I teach at trade shows. I don't teach in people's homes anymore. Please don't ask me to come to your home and teach a class to your 5 best friends. I just don't. I had one bad experience teaching in somebody's home, and that scorned me. Was hoping you would be there. I would wish I was. Let me know what it is, Gayla. Maybe I'll just travel out to go see it. I love to even go to check out new places that I could teach. And I love Texas. Email sent. So excited. All right. Have a wonderful morning. Have a wonderful day. I will see you at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday. I do a free art journal demo. Sorry, this was longer than I thought it was going to be, but I had a lot to say about paper and art journals because I'm really passionate about it. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day.